think we got it now. Yep. All right. Change one more thing here. Yep. Okay. All right. Expand. Compress. And again. Okay, let's bow in. Shoulder knee. Right. Onegaishimasu. Toes. Stretch upward. Other side. Leaning back, turn. Other side. Okay, toes, ankles. Right, legs wide. Towards the ankles. Other side. Down the center. Okay, and backward. Other side. Center. Feet together. Draw yourself towards your feet. Right, rib cage. And turn. Other side. And turn. That is the ankle. Circles. Alternate. Bend the toes. Other way. Lengthen them. Widen them. Light and massage. Right. Out. Out. Right. Other foot. Way. Alternate. Bend the toes. Other way. Lengthen them. Right. Widen them. Alright, massage. Pump out. Check it out. Right on your stomach. Rise up. To the side. Other side. Forth. Right. Child's pose. Pick up on toes. I stand up and circle the knees. Other way. Alternate. Bend them. And touch toes. Bend them again. Touch toes. I toes, knees out. Bend. Up. My legs wide. Other side. I drop a shoulder. Other shoulder. Alternate. All the way down. Other side. Up. Center your body. Drop a shoulder. And the other shoulder. Let's drop the hips as far as you can. Stretch the legs outward. Right. Just scoop it up. Up to the ceiling. And then again. Up again. Hands like this. Forward. Twist to the outside. Other side. Again. begin. Then arms out like this. Roll one, roll the other. Feet straight. Roll onto the balls of the feet and the heels, alternating. Side to side. And then this one. Other side. From below. Other side. And downward. Other side. And Sankyo. And some people like to do Sankyo up this way too. I find that I get a better stretch actually when I go out straight forward. So we can do both tonight. Other hand, straight out first. And to the side. And this one. Other side. Switch again. And switch again. Shake them out. Big one. And left foot forward, right foot 65 degrees out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders up, back and down. Yeah, nice. Here we go. Right, left foot 65, front foot 4 lengths. 2, 3, 4. Shoulders up, back and down. Yeah, here we go. Right. Right, okay. Let's start off with the jaw. All right. And let's actually work on the kata that we've been working on, just to keep it in our body. So again, 90-degree angle with the feet. The jaw is right next to the front toes. Align ourselves, make sure your head is, it sounds kind of crazy. Make sure your head is above your shoulders, shoulders are above the hips, hips are above the knees, knees are above the ankles. Don't throw something out off of that line. Okay. Let's just do the first 6, even though you're so comfortable with this at this point. Let's slowly do the first 6 and be kind of picky with ourselves. Really try to polish this even more. So here we go. はい。1、2、3、4、5、6。Looks good, looks good. Again, just those 6. 1、2、3、4、5、6. Nice. Yeah, looks nice. Let's continue this time after 6. We'll do 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go up to 10 this time. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is a really good example of just these really small details. So at the end of this strike, I noticed that my bottom hand, it was on the line that I wanted it to be on, but it was just like this, and I believe that it's supposed to be a little bit more spiraled. So you can remind yourself of things like that. One thing that I'm absolutely sure of, but it looks like you're already doing this actually, is just a reminder that this bottom hand should be one fist width away from your body at the end of these kesa, and at the end of the tsuki as well, actually. And I have a tendency to go out too far on myself. So should end right here. Just a few details to monitor as you go, if the angle doesn't allow me to pick up on them. The camera angle, that is. So again, 1 through 10. はい。2、3、4、5、6、7、8、 Q, Ju. Looks good, looks good. Let's do it again. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's continue then. And roll both hands over the ends. 11. Roll both hands again. 12. Roll the left hand only. 13. 逆手。14. Yeah, nice. Okay, so 14. Let's go up to 14 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11、12、13、14。Okay, then let's take, what is it, anyway, we'll take it further than 14. It's just 16, I think. We come to 18, depending on how you count it. Here we go. 3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、1、2、13、14。15、16。So I can't remember whether you were in Numata Sensei's last the class where his most recent class where he did the kata or not. I remember you were there last night, but anyway, I don't think he did Jo kata. But anyway, we do this and then we do this. And the first time he showed it, I'm pretty sure that his transition to then the knee strike on this side, pretty sure it was this and here. Yeah. And then I am sure that that every time he's done it, his transition to the knee strike on the other side is this. Pretty sure I've never seen anything different. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that the transition from here to the knee strike, I think he showed two different ways, actually. I think he's done this more frequently, which I just showed you. But it could be that let's see, here. Yeah, I think one time he drew it back one evening. He was consistent through his class, if I remember correctly. But seems to make sense to me that this way seems to make more sense, because that's what he's doing on the other side as well. So, as he said last night, he's doesn't have a high level of formal training in Jo. He's made a lot of it up himself. So let's do it that way for tonight. So let's run through the whole thing again. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12、13、14、15、yes、16、yes. And I think one more time. It's looking really nice. Really not much for me to tell you. And your alignment and posture is very good. Here we go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16。Yeah. Yeah, even this, you've got it. You know, the first two, your hand is coming here, and then the second two, as he's instructed us, is coming here. Looks really nice. Let me look at the clock. Okay. So let's change theme.
I actually have a question, if you don't mind, Sensei.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
I feel like after, because this is supposed to transition into, like, you're supposed to get hit there, right? Like there's supposed to be like a hit that brings that over, that transition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I just have a hard time feeling the key, so to speak, when I'm doing that part. Because I always feel like that transition. I'm wondering if there's like a way to imitate a hit, like if I push that way or something like that while I'm doing it. I don't know. It was more of a general thought than a question, I guess. But yeah, something I was thinking about.
Yeah, no, it's a good point, because I'm noticing the same thing. I'm trying to imagine what that's like. Right now, it's simply me lifting the Jo up, and me, I guess I do give it a bit of a push with my back hand, you know, my right hand. I guess I do. Yeah, when it lets go, I give it a bit of a push. So, but I've thought exactly about this exact thing, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's manufactured or something. So yeah, it would be so interesting to feel that strike, you know, and one night I was noticing that I was doing this, but he was looking at his camera here. So, and I don't really know what to make of that. So, but yeah, he was looking at the camera. I mean, he was standing right there, 45 degrees off of his center line. and as was I, and he was looking past the outside of his right arm, and I was looking in between the two arms. So I'm trying to always do it this way, and I keep forgetting to watch him to see if that's consistent or if that was just that one night. So, but anyway, yeah, back to your point. Don't know what to tell you. Maybe when we get back to the dojo, we can hit each other's sticks.
It's one of those things I guess I'll look forward to when we get back into class together.
I guess so. Yeah, yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's keep the Jo. And so tonight might end up to be pretty much of a review. Let's keep the Jo. But I think even though we're reviewing, just a reminder, like Numata Sensei also is doing a lot of review with us, and he's telling us about ki, energy, and focus. And by the way, I have a brother who gets published all over the world, and before COVID, he got flown all over the world to talk about robotics. And that's like a huge understatement. But anyway, he's this robotics whiz, and very well known at this point. And so he can't stand if I talk about ki. You know, hopefully he's not subscribed to my YouTube channel here. But anyway, so it's made me think about it a lot over the years. You know, what is this ki? Define it, you know. And so a lot of times you'll hear me use the word focus and mindfulness and energy. And so anyway, whatever your however you approach that, just know that, you know, my mind is completely open. So if people want to take the more scientific approach of, hey, if you can't define it, this is insane, then fine, we'll use the word focus and concentration even. But if you want to think about the idea of ki, that's fine too. So I just interchange them. Anyway, so Numata Sensei has been going over, it's so rare to have something new in his class, but there's always something new in his class that we can find. I'm sure you've experienced it too. So let's keep the ki or energy focus in mind more and more and more. And let's practice ikkyo with the Jo, as we've done a bazillion times. This is our attacker coming towards us, and we deflect it up. Sorry, timing was off. As it deflects up, we take our step, and then we cut down with the other step. Yes. And now for you, I often see, I see down to about your knees or just under your knees. So just so that you can self-monitor. One thing that I'm seeing with a lot of people in the dojo, but also on Zoom, it's somehow really accentuated. I notice it more, or maybe they're doing it to a greater degree, I don't know. But I'm seeing that with this entry and the upward deflection, a lot of people are taking this huge step. And there's no need. In fact, we shouldn't. Because if you take a huge step in, then usually your attacker is coming in and then just gets pushed away. Right? And they're still like this. What you want is for your attacker to still get drawn in and get stretched out. And now martially, you've got this wonderful opening here. So we want this feeling. And then down. Okay? And it looks like the size of your step is pretty good, I think. But again, I'm not really positive. Because I can't see the you know, we've got a small area. So I would say it's about, what is that? Let's see. It's about 3 foot lengths, 2.5 or 3 foot lengths that you want to step. It's not as wide as the rowing exercise stance. So here, 1, 2, yeah, I never thought about it before Zoom. 3 foot lengths, and then the other step is probably again about 3 foot lengths. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah. Yes, very nice. Continue. Yeah. And then if you've got the room overhead, see if you can cut down. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Maybe you are cutting down straight. Your jaw is going a little bit over there. But yeah, but your cut is nice and straight. So it might just be something that the left hand is doing a little bit funny, and left hand doesn't matter. Yeah, nice. Yes. Actually, you know what? Let's think about the bottom hand as well. We never focus on that, but it's a big consideration when we have a partner. So at the beginning, this hand that's holding the jo, its job is kind of, it's doing 2 different jobs. It's holding your prop, but then after the cut, at the end of the cut, let's remember to send it forward. Here, not just here. So you've developed a really nice expansion as the hands go down. We spent a lot of time working on that people just kind of empty out their energy or their ki as the hand goes down, but we want to expand. That's developed really nicely. But then also, let's really expand this hand that would be at their elbow or tricep. Really needs to extend forward. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Wow. Beautiful. And when you're ready, when you're ready, let's do ura. And same thing. Remember to extend that elbow hand, the hand that's reaching to their elbow. Here, this hand. Cool. Very nice. And then, just so that you get it, so that you can embody it, so that when we get to the dojo, it's there without thinking, take at least a half step after your pivot. most people, well, like I've said before, most people bring this foot back. Technically, it's not a mistake, but also a bigger problem is most people just stop here and then try to push on the arm. But take a forward step then to go into the pin. Whether you go into the pin or not, just do the beginning of an entry to the pin. So I'll show it again here, here, pivot, and then entry to the pin. Yes, nice. So that as soon as they come down from going over your head, you're chasing their armpit. Yeah, and sometimes they get really solid when you're coming into their armpit here. And so then sometimes you have to step back like this so that you take their arm out here to take them into the pin. But if you don't enter, you don't find out what to do with them. So get in the habit of, after this pivot, going forward. You can always then come back again, bring them out. Continue. Very nice. Wow, great. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's move on to Nikkyo. And of course, we'll start with Nikkyo Omote. Reminders, we should end up in Hanmi body. Straighten out my camera. This is where the camera really needs to be on center line. Yeah. So if you are absolutely lined up with your camera, then your jo shouldn't be out here or in here. And certainly the knee shouldn't be one side or the other. Lower leg should be absolutely straight. This should be on your center line and you're on Hanmi body. And same assignment of stretching this elbow arm out, drawing it in. So, and even if you're holding the jo here, rather than, let's see, even if you're holding the jo here, rather than the middle. So we like to hold it in the middle, and then as we've discussed before on Zoom, for Nikkyo, that's just too much of a stretch, right? So if you start off like this, then it's easier to flip around the knuckle, the thumb knuckle. But anyway, whether you're down here or whatever, let's get the full extension there, like we were talking about before. Yeah, because it's easy to neglect that, just think about the thumb. But instead, let's think about this hand extending as well, and then compressing. Yes, very nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. Mm-hmm. Continue. Yes, yes. Other side. Yeah, great. Then let's do ura. And remember, classical style and AKI style. We do Tenkan. Get. Here, here, Tenkan. Nice. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to request. Okay, then it's hard for me to see with just forward or backward, and I'm not sure that you've got room to do side to side, but let me explain one thing to be on the lookout for. Here, 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 here. It looks like maybe, but again, this could be the camera angle. It looks like maybe you're leaning back at the end of this when you come to the pin. So be careful. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent about vertical, and it's similar in a sense. It's similar to when we do this backward strike here. The tendency when we do this, hey, this backward strike to the knee, tendency is to do it like this. But what I was talking about last time, I think it's so cool. Somehow I love this. Somehow this seems so profound that the body is really, in a sense, the intention is really going this way, but then the strike is going this way. So it's similar with this. We want to, even though we just did Tenkan, ended up backward, we want to, now I got to do it from the beginning again. Here, here, here. So draw it in, but our intention is forward. And the legs are like that. Yep. Great. Scared my cat. Uh-huh. Yeah, nice. Nice. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Very nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Sankyo. First omote, of course. Here, and then palm goes right against it. Shift the weight back. Ah, right. Let's practice this so that you've got it in your body when we get back to the dojo. I think we've only done it one time before, where I actually clearly have us do the pin. So this is omote so far. So we stay in omote. So now the person is here, their chest is here, their back is here. In other words, they're facing that way. And so then we're going to cut with this, as if it were a blade. We're going to cut this way. But let me say it better. We want to cut down their center line. And they're standing here like this right now. Okay? So in order to cut down their center line, we have to come out here in front of them to cut down their center line, right? So again, we're over here, we're next to them. So as we're reaching out with the imaginary blade, we take the back foot out, come onto this side of their arm. Here's their armpit. And as we do that, we cut out here. So we've got them here, then we cut and come around and turn and then we pin them. Gosh, it's been so long. Here, here, back, and we cut, hand comes here, pin. Let's continue with omote. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, good. Sorry, same side. And just to further clarify, or to get some more dots to connect, when we twist the wrist like this, and then we come out here to get onto this side of their arm, this is tenkan, right? So anyway, and do the side. Oh, that's the core. Mm-hmm. And you have to be very careful. Depending on your uke, maybe they can handle that or maybe not. So theoretically, we've got the wrist here. We come out here, as I said, and we cut. So sometimes they're already pretty tight here. And so as we're coming out here to cut down the center line, they're already still moving backwards. And then as we cut it down and let this drift down, they've got to bring, first they're like this. And then when you come around to this side of their arm, you're over here-ish. When you come over to this side of their arm, they're going here, and then you suddenly cut and take it there. So they have to do this sideways ukemi and get their feet to shoot over there. You've probably seen it or done it. And but anyway, some people, if you just go for it and do it the correct way, they just can't handle getting their feet over there quick enough for whatever reason. So you have to judge. But theoretically, that cut is going straight down their center and then out on an arc like that. God, so they go that way. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I better check the time. Holy cow. Just another, yep, continue. Okay, but if you've got the floor space, you need to do tenkan. Here, you did this nicely, but then other one comes for tenkan. Yeah, then cut and tenkan. Wait a minute, one more time. Something's a little funny. Good. Let's see. You did left here. I think I see what you did. Maybe. You had left hand as your bottom hand, I think. So anyway, the bottom hand foot, the foot on the side of the bottom hand needs to step out in front of their arm. And you cut while you're doing it and take tenkan. And yeah, okay. I'll do it with the right side. Lift up, cut down. So now My right hand is the bottom hand, and my right foot is the back foot. And as I reach forward and cut, my back foot comes forward, and then I do Tenkan. And then I'll do one or two more, and then I'll watch you do one or two more. You can do them with me or after me, whatever. My back foot comes forward, and I do Tenkan. And this time the other side. Back foot steps forward and out, and I do Tenkan. Continue, please. Yeah. There it is. And Tenkan. Yeah. Yes. One more, just to seal the deal. Yes, yes, yes. There it is. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Then Ura. Here, here, and here. So all the same so far. No, what am I talking about? No, the entrance, then we turn. Okay. And do Tenkan. Then we shift back. And this time when we cut, we take our front foot and step behind them. Again, before we were taking our back foot, cutting and stepping in front of their arm. This time, we take our front foot and step towards their far heel and cut and do Tenkan. I'll show it again. Yeah. Yeah. Takes a lot of space. Be careful. Yes. Good. Yes. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah. Yes. And Tenkan. Okay. There. Yeah. Shoes go flying. Great. And I think we got to wrap it up. Yes. All right. So, じゃあ、ありがとうございました。はい、put it away. Just a little bit of Shinkoku before we bow out. はい。はい。We'll bow out. 正面に。礼。はい。ありがとうございました。はい。That's that. Good to see you, as usual.
Good to see you too. Thank you for clarification there. I think I think Numata Sensei said it once that ki is something that you can feel when it's not there more than you can feel when it's there or something. I feel like I remember you translating something like that, saying I feel like that was definitely the case with that, because I feel like I feel it a lot stronger in everywhere but that one part where it's just like, just feels a little awkward. I don't know.
That part of the movement or the concept of ki?
That part of the movement specifically. Like I don't feel the like, it doesn't come quite as naturally, I guess. I don't know how to describe
it. I see. This one where it's going around then?
Yeah, the block.
Yeah.
To that, yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting, isn't it? It's just there's so much actually. Yeah, I did not expect to learn I didn't expect to learn anything on Zoom, even taking Numata Sensei's classes. And I always have looked up to him so much. But when we were preparing to do that and making all the plans and getting all the logistics working, frankly, I didn't expect that I would learn very much, if anything. It's just like, oh yeah, great, keep my body moving. But man, oh man, there's so much to gain. There's so much to learn. And and that's one of those things that it's just like, okay, wait a minute, how's this supposed to feel? And then you watch him for some of these things. My sword, oh my gosh, that was a gift from him like 5 years ago or so. And I never felt like worthy to use it. And I told him that the other day. I said, oh, I dug the sword out of the closet. The sword that you gave me, I never use it because I don't feel worthy, but I decided, and he cut me off and he's like, use it. That's how you become worthy. Yeah. And so, oh my gosh, like I used it, let's see, what's tonight, Tuesday? Was it, I think it was my Thursday class with you and Ellis,
I think so,
and I had it. I was so shocked, like I didn't prepare myself before the class. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll try it, And when I went to put it away, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed that I was like, because it feels so different. You really have to stretch out. Yeah. And, I always record these classes, but I immediately deleted that one afterwards because I was so embarrassed. So.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it's so different.
Anyway, good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's it's this big. The hole that you're putting the sword in is that big. And the whole thing is longer for some reason. It's longer than the book, though. In fact, or it feels long. And he was laughing. I said, oh my gosh, I tried it and it's so different. Yeah, it's the same, but then you've got that scabbard. Anyway, boy, oh boy. So yeah, good. I'm glad that that the clarification was helpful, and glad that you're getting a lot out of it, and I am too.
Definitely. Yeah.
So,
it's been very nice. That's probably one of the blessings in disguise with COVID, is being able to take classes with him. That's a real honor.
Nice. And it's so cool. I was like, I don't even know if I mentioned, but I noticed it last night, when we talked about the snow in Pennsylvania, and then like, oh yeah, Ben's from Pennsylvania. And, it's just kind of cool to, be with people from all over. So anyway, all right. Someone here is weaving around between my legs and wants her food. Oh man, now she's going to want to play with those ropes probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And I'm really glad that you're signed up for the Saturday thing. That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah, same here. All right. Well, I'll let you go and see you. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow or Thursday or
probably Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Great. Great. Yeah, it's nice that Thursdays are sometimes working out for you now.
Yeah,
So,
they're doing a lot more open lately.
fantastic. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and then probably see you Thursday. Okay.
Sounds
Good
good.
night.
See you then.